Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Azim Muhammad Azli and I am from group Mersik Resource. So this is our group presentation. This is our group members: Muhammad Syaki bin Sofri, Faiz Nur Ashraf bin Hassan, Muhammad Eka bin Ismail, Muhammad Izzat Muhammad Said, and myself, Muhammad Azim Muhammad Azli. Okay, for the content, there are basically 4 chapters that we have wrote in the project report. Okay, for the chapter 2 and chapter 3, which are the methodology and result, it will be discussed later by 4 following videos by my friends. They will discuss about the methodology and results in the same time for their own parts. Okay, let's move on to introduction. First is introduction to C programming. Okay, C programming is basically a language for general purpose that is extremely popular, simple and flexible to use. Okay, for a beginner to start C coding, is much better to use C language because it is much easier to use and very handy. Okay, the language was developed in 1972 by Dennis Ritchie and it was famous because it's very simple to use. Okay, for introduction to mechanical design basically consists of mechanical parts, component, product, or system. So in order to design part, it is called introduction to mechanical design. Okay, for introduction to production planning, there are manufacturing production planners are responsible for planning and smooth running a production process in manufacturing company. Okay, for the introduction for fabrication, fabrication is making from a semi-finished or raw material rather than from ready parts manufacturing. In other words, it's method of produce something from scratch in the process of fabrication. Okay, for introduction for packaging and logistics. Okay, as we all know, packaging engineer design packaging materials such as additive, pesticide, and seed for food, for example. They also collaborate with internal creative graphic designer, industrial designer, product engineer in order to create better results. Okay, let's move on to the next slide, which is the task design. Okay, for the task design, the first is we need to create a C program in order to assist a company by the 4 department, which is mechanical design, production planning, fabrication, and packaging and logistics. So there are basically problems in those 4 departments and we need to solve them. Okay, for problem in mechanical design, we need to develop a C program that enable user to show 2-dimensional mechanical design. Okay, for problem in production planning, we need to develop a C program that enable user to estimate total material needed, which are raw material before processing. For the problem in fabrication department, we need to develop a C program that enable user to estimate the fabrication element in all our machines. Okay, for the problem in packaging logistics, we need to develop a C program that enable user to estimate the packaging elements such as size of the box, material wrapping, and time to do with packing and such else. Okay, for the objective, basically we have 5 objectives in this group project. So the first is to solve problems stated in C programming, which is the question. Second is to ensure each program flow must be linked and referring to the same product. Okay, for the third objective, to produce a better flow chart in order to solve the problem. The fourth objective of this group project is to have at least 3 inputs are required for each program. And for the last objective is we need to use appropriate and clear measurement. Okay, that's all from me from introduction part. Thank you very much. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
My name is Muhammad Syaki bin Sofri. Okay, my metric number is 180067. Okay, for my group, I will be presenting about the mechanical design. In order to make the mechanical design in C programming, we need to understand the model first. As we have chosen model number 2, so I have drawn the orthographic view for the model, which is as we can see, the figure 1 is top view and figure 2 is the side view. Command that I use in C programming to get the desired output, as we can see here, we have used the printf command, the scanf, and we have also used the if else statement. This is the Boolean expression evaluates to true. Then the if block will be executed. Otherwise, the else block will be executed. This is used to make the gaps between the lines for our model. Okay, next we have used the command for loop, which is the for loop is used to repeat a section of code for a known number of times. This is to construct the model easier, as we can input how many times we want, so the for loop will construct it for us. The result of the program that has been conducted. So for this part, we have made an example. So we have run the program and we have insert for the base length, which is 16 centimeter. The second length we have chosen 7 centimeter. The base width we have chosen 16 centimeter. The base height 3 centimeter. Second height 4 centimeter. The third height 8 centimeter, and the diameter of the hole we have chosen 1 centimeter. So we can see that for the top view of the design, the program has successfully created the desired product that we want. And for the side view of the design also, we can see that it resembles the drawing that we have made before. Okay, that's all for me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Faiz Nur Ashraf bin Hassan, ID 180135. Today I'm going to talk about the coding of production planning. So in this program, I use a while loop, and I mainly use integer and char. So first is I want to find the production planning. So we have to put the material type, quantity, length, width, height, and width and cost. So when it finish, we do the flow process, which is we enter the process like cutting and milling. So we put the length, height, width to cut. So there will be the unused part. And then in the end, we put the estimated time to finish and the price per finished product. And in the end, we say thank you for using our production planning program service. So our program mainly consists to find the type of raw material, which is aluminum and so on. So information which needed are type, size, weight, and cost, which in this while loop. And then we find the total raw material, total unused, estimated time, and estimated piece per product. That's it. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Muhammad Aizat, AD 180101. Today I will explain about the fabrication of the coding C programming. So the objective of this coding to enhance the skill of developing of Operation C program based on the manufacturing process to design the product. Second, to produce one C programming code to contain the three process involved to produce the design product. Third, to learn and understanding the required manufacturing process to construct the selected product design. So for explanation about the C code programming, according to our flow chart, so we have must choose three option, which is drillings, millings, and laser cutting. So just key in the numbers 1 until 3, and it will follow by the formula based on the process. So after that, the program will calculate the scrap generated, output per day, and energy utilization of for 8 hour, and total operation cost. So after key in the data, it will show the result of the production. Okay, that's all for me. Thank you.
Hello and Assalamualaikum. My name is Muhammad Haikal bin Ismail, matric number AD180138. And now I would like to present about my part in this project, which is packaging and logistics. Okay, firstly, this is our flowchart. It begin with the start, and after that we insert the input, which is length, width, height, product quantity, box 1, box 2, box 3, lorry 1 and lorry 2. Okay, and it will end with the end here. Okay, so next is the step in using online compiler. Okay, firstly, the program will show the types of box used with the different size specification, which is box 1, box 2, and box 3. Second step, the program will ask user to insert the value of the width, length, and height of the product. The third step will be the program will ask user to insert the quantity of the product. Okay, the fourth step, the user asked to select the types of size of the box will be used for the packaging process, while the last but not least, the user will choose the type of logistic available. So this is the result of the online compiler after we insert all the value. Okay. The result above show the user insert the specification of the product, which is 160 mm for width, 160 mm for the length, and 150 mm for the height. The user has selected box number 3 for packaging purpose. The user inserted the quantity of the product, which is 24. For the logistics, the track 1 is used to transfer the packaging. Okay, so here all the calculation from the volume of the product, volume of the boxes, volume of the truck, quantity of the product we state here is 24. The quantity box of packaging, and price for each packaging, and quantity of truck used is we just need 1 unit of truck. Logistic price will be only 500 ringgit for the truck, and total price for the logistic is 12 ringgit. So the total will be the logistic price and the packaging price. So the total will be 512 ringgit. So that's all from me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Zee Muhammad Azli, and I will continue the conclusion part. Okay, in conclusion, our group has successfully achieved all the objectives stated above, which are the first one, we need to solve the problem in C programming. So basically we had everything done in the C programming. Okay, the second is to ensure each program flow must be linked and referring to the same product. So from the first department to the last department, we use the same product in order to complete the group project. And then for the third objective, which is to produce a better flowchart in order to solve a problem. So in order to solve a problem, by using a flowchart, we managed to create flowchart which might be easier to do C coding. So for the fourth objective, which we need to at least 3 input required for each program. So basically there are 3 inputs that is being created in the C coding, which is much better and to have a very good result. So for the last objective, we managed to success is to use appropriate clear measurement. This is very important in order to make the C coding and the flowchart easier, and we had success it. Okay, that's all for me. Thank you very much. Assalamualaikum.